Hello guys, this is Pexos, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a solo mana farm on the map Magus Quarters. So what you'll need to do this is some builders, especially the squire. A summoner is an absolute must for the mana farming, and you'll also need a Series EV. You will also need the Quest for the Lost Eternia Shards DLC, since it gives you the ability to choose the Nightmare difficulty. So in terms of stats, you don't need much. You only have to worry about your squire. Basically, I have these stats, but you don't need them at all. You can do this with lesser stats. So for the build, you start off by building 2 harpoons in 2 of the lanes and 1 bouncer in the last lane, like so. Now just swap to your summoner and hit G. The reason why I'm telling you to swap to your summoner is because the summoner doesn't use any weapon at all. So the monsters will only drop armor, and armor sells for a lot more mana than weapons. So with the summoner, you'll very probably reach the mana cap by the end of the run through of the map, on Nightmare Hardcore of course, which is awesome for a run through, hitting the mana cap. Yeah, that's the reason why you should get the summoner if you don't have that DLC. It helps out a lot to farm the mana. So now we're waiting for this phase to end, the combat phase. You don't have to worry a lot about these harpoons if they go down, because now on the second wave you'll have to switch to your squire again. Oops. Drop all the gathered mana, and now just sell everything you've built on the last wave. This was only like a wave to get together mana, and now we're doing the full build. So you can see these ledges over here. These will be your guides. You'll start by building an harpoon on top of that line and positioning them like so. And now just build one like that. And you'll do the same thing on the other side, but pointing to the opposite direction, of course. This is a rather simple build. Doesn't have many tricks into it. It just takes like 1 or 2 run-throughs to have it memorized. Now here in the middle lane, you have to spawn the harpoons a little bit farther from the ledge. And now the harpoons that will stay on the left side will be pointing to the right, and the harpoons that will be spawned on the right side have to be pointing to the left. You spawn 2 more like so. Damn. Come on. And then you spawn 1 up here. So this is your basic harpoon layout for this map. Yeah. So now grab your Series EV. If you don't have a Series EV though, you can still do this. Instead of using the EV's barriers, just use the squires barriers. They will suffice as well. The only thing about that is that square barriers will use up a lot more defense units than the EV's ones. So yeah, now grab your summoner. Just waste the remaining mana on minions. The first thing you want to spawn is mage minions, 1 per lane. Yeah, I don't have any more mana, so let's G up. So yeah, you can spawn the minions wherever you want, wherever you like, wherever you feel they are most useful. Either way, I recommend you to spawn them where I am spawning my minions, because this build has always worked out for me. So I think this is the best way you can go to reach wave 30, which it's not hard, but it will start to get a bit tricky, if you know what I mean. There will be tons of ogres spawning and such. So yeah, just make sure you, between rounds, you gather mana, as much mana as possible, because you'll need tons. Yeah, gather all the mana. As you can see, all drops are armor, and as I've told you, armor sells for a lot more mana than weapons. So yeah, and for the ones that don't know this, probably all of you do, but if you don't, if you leave all the drops on the floor, the game will automatically sell it for you, so you don't need to be picking it all up. So yeah, no worries about that. So another mage minion here, and another one here. As I've said, you can spawn the minions wherever you like. This is just a suggestion. I think it works better this way, but it's your call. So yeah, try to spend all your mana on the minions. Fill up either your minion units and your defense units. They are needed. These two will help against the goblin copters. You can still spawn one more, so try to find a good spot for the little archer. Yeah, now a very important step of our build. It's with the EV, and to make this, you have to either be very cautious. Well, not cautious, but you have to be paying attention. You have to spawn the reflection beams right here. Each one can only cost 1 defense unit, else it will fuck up your build. Yeah, ogres will be spawning from that door over there, and they will snipe down those green balls, mostly in this area right here, and these will protect your defenses from damage. So now the last thing you have to do is spawn the buff beams, and I recommend you to start on these harpoons right there on each lane and go through a mage minion, an archer minion, and a harpoon. And each buff beam can only cost 5 DUs. So basically that's it, and I hope that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers are boosted. Well, only 4. I failed a little bit right there, but you get the idea. Try to get as many minions and defenses boosted by the harpoons as possible. Start over here once again, get through the mage and the harpoons, only 5 DUs. Four boosted towers. Well, the most important towers that have to be boosted are the harpoons. So, don't worry too much about that. 5 boosted towers. That's nice. So this is your basic layout for Magus Quarters Nightmare Hardcore Survival. Don't forget to grab your summoner in the beginning of each wave. And one tip that I'll give you guys is always be on Overlord mode. You can repair and upgrade from here. You don't have to be running around repairing everything. You can repair it all from the Overlord mode. It makes your life so much easier. You have to try it out. Use this build, and I hope that you can make it to round 30. I wish you good luck and good mana farming. This is Paxors. See ya.